3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Tetris. Oh, I love that. I love that. Well done.
And let's go.
Let's go. No, we're starting right on time with no delays whatsoever. I'm welcoming to the booth. I'm Pumpy Hard here, and we have Dewey in the house. Dewey, how are you?
I'm fine. That's a nice Saturday evening. So there's we are going with the PAL. So
yeah, I mean, it's a great day for PAL, right? PAL CTP traditionally streaming on Sundays, right? So hearing this,
usually it goes also on Saturdays, but if the tier 2 was going, if tier 2 was going, there was a streams on Saturday, but if tier 2 wasn't here, it goes only on Sundays.
Gotcha. Right. So, okay, so it's just a normal day in the park. Speaking of a normal day in the park, Rhubarb making quick work of this. 101,000 points to Dewey. Misses the S spin. Is that 60,000? So, Dewey, I said Dewey, tell me about yourself. Who are you? To maybe some people who don't know you in monthly Tetris world.
So, the monthly Tetris world will know the Dewey is, and hello, I'm Dewey, and I'm from Poland, as the same country as Chris Forrest is, and I'm also playing Tetris, but I'm one of the the player who are also going in the terrain and getting new faces in the Polish community. And I'm working for expanding the Polish community as in the same way as Chris Forrest does. So
fantastic. So yeah, I mean it's kind of funny, right? Like if you are an organizer, it's almost like you're cursed to be, a level of player, right? I think for Tetris for the semi-pros is the only major tournament in the last year or so been organized by like max out plus players, and it's pretty exclusively. Classic Tetris Brawl is similar. Oh no, Dewey's gonna hang the bar.
Dewey tops out at 143 and Rhubarb gets a first heart in his first PAL match. So GG's.
GG's. First PAL match gets that first heart. We're just over here like getting introduced, and Dewey, unfortunate hang at 55 lines. Well, that'll doom it pretty often. PAL version, we'll talk a little bit more about that. We got readies from Dewey, and I'll give it an actual countdown from 3 this time. I threw Dewey a curveball there.
Yes, it will work.
Yeah, I think so. And Scan saying, I want 15 starts for CTP Tier 1 just to piss off SB. Yeah, why not? Got the ready from Dewey and the ready from Rhubarb. I'll count this one down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Whoop! Gotta get the whoops going, right? We're gonna have PAL matches without whoops.
I think that's a reversal from Boom.
Yeah, I think so. It's basically if you take Boom and flip it around. If it was Wook or something with a Q, it'd be really similar. But we'll take it with that. Tris Guy in chat, welcome in. So yeah, Dewey, if you didn't know, a big aid in the Polish scene, really getting a lot of those events off the ground. It's really, honestly, it's impressive the amount of live events going on in Poland, right? I wish that there was like a state equivalent, here in the US, and there's really nothing close to that. Now Germany has a lot of in-person tournaments as well, but nothing really like that in the States. Of just like consistent tournaments in person over and over and over again.
Yes, there was. We have a lot of festivals. We have a lot of conventions.
Dewey.
Dewey tops out at only 72,000 points. Rhubarb gets an easy second heart.
Oh my gosh, Dewey, if you want to take a moment, I know there's been some stream issues, and I know that you were ready, and I've been tilting you a little bit. I feel bad, so take a minute. You want to like stretch your legs or something. Grab some water. That's
take
fine.
A deep breath.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Or-
because I know that. Whew, there we go. All right, we're good. Pumpy's been scrambling here, so I don't think it's fair to like force people to go when I've been having issues, you know. Okay, so we do have a ready. Dewey seems content. Maybe he's gonna grab a quick swig of water. We're not trying to speed run classic to this power. We don't have anywhere to be. You know, we can take our time. Sidnev is here. Hello, welcome, Sidnev. Okay.
Hi, Sidnev.
Hi, Sidnev. Seems like Dewey is content to move on. I'm not seeing anything else. All right, so Dobry, you're gonna kick it back to you, counting it down from 3. Game number 3.
Game number 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Let's go.
If you're just joining us, hi, welcome in. There is a match arena for this tournament, and we still have free coupon codes, right? I know there's viewers here who have not clicked on that coupon code. I know it. It's absolutely free. You just click on it and money goes towards the players. It's that simple, right? You don't have to donate. You don't have to contribute your paycheck, anything like that. Just click on one button and it goes in. Dewey with the Vits gets the bar.
Gets a butt, gets a Vits, and he covers the well, and now he needs to work around this
Yeah,
just to clear it out.
Missy adjustment
And now
for
it's
that
fine,
T piece.
and
Whoop! Gets it in, right? Missed an adjustment on the T. It was kind of hard to see in that height. I think Dewey may be playing a little aggressive those first 2 games. The PAL version, the piece is just dropping so much faster than NTSC 18, right? So if you're a fan of fast Tetris play, here it is. And so to compensate for that, what we've been talking about, the DAS changed, right? DAS mechanics are not exactly the same from the NTSC and PAL version. So if you're a DAS fan out there, take a look at this PAL version. Right? Oh, speaking of Rhubarb doesn't get that J all the way over, but does knock down a couple. Whoops, Tetrises survive. This is Dewey's opportunity to take the lead.
the survival of Rhubarb was kinda insane. So, oh no, the hang of the bar is not good for him. But now he's working around them, and now he's in the cleaning mode. Meanwhile, Dewey is nice and clean, and he's getting a Tetris. 214 versus 155, which is in this moment of the game, it's about 2 Tetrises, because I see there is in the same lines. Mostly.
Yeah, exactly. So about a 2 touches lead, and Rhubarb just really not in any sort of scoring position. Oh, and then the overshift of the L. This is looking scary.
But Festy with those Z's.
Oh, and then the overshift of the bar, the early roll load. Still trying to get out of this.
Yes, the PAL players needs to know the overall starts in the 25 hats, so.
Indeed, and I think like even with that rolling, it's a bit of a cheat code on this version, but it's still not guaranteed. Oh, that was a great bar for Rhubarb. Rolling's just a cheat code for life a little bit. Look at those squares getting all the way over. Oh my word! Wow, getting square bursted. I think anyone else gets square bursted, you're dead there. And Rhubarb's still surviving, but no, that T really complicates the board. That bar. No, what the heck? Almost did it. Almost. What? What? Oh, Dewee's gonna top out 2, but Rhubarb at 182 is good enough, and will be getting and Dewey will be getting the heart. Wow.
Finally for him. GG.
GG. Look at that, right? That square almost got over, and it would have cleared. That would have been the most insane dig I've ever seen, but it was very, very tough there. We got it ready from Dewey. It looks like we got a hover 3 from Rhubarb. This one's on you, Dobry.
Let's go. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. With a trademark. TM.
And you're like, these players are bad. They're topping out at 18. get yourself that PAL version of the game. Go on, put your emulator to 50 hertz, open up Tetris Gym or whatever you'd like, and give it a try. Right, this is not easy at all. A lot of times here at Tier 1, they're pushing for the aggression, the Tetrises. But give it a shot. I was surprised, right? I heard that, like, oh yeah, DAS players can play on PAL 19. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I'll give it a look. And it's scary. It's really, really difficult.
Yes, that requires a lot of attention. You need to keep a lot of attention just to play 19. Definitely. Sometimes I'm also playing 19, and you need to have a lot of. You need to. What should I say? You need to think a little bit less about stacking, just keeping your mind only for survival.
For sure. So we're seeing here the aggressive play, the lack of double wides on the right. Maybe we'll see the players slow down a little bit and keep those double wide, those burn options open as much as they can. And you can see Dewey and Rhubarb doing exactly that here. Rhubarb used the rolling, getting all those pieces all the way over to the left makes it a little easier to keep that double wide available. But yeah, I do agree. The SV in chat saying 18 on PAL is closer to NTSC 19 than 18. So if you enjoy the fast moving block play, like this is a great version for that. So join us over at CTP. Let's give a score update. 190 for Rhubarb, 175 for Dewey.
Dewey needs to clear it up, and now he's going quite good in this process. And now he's almost cleaned. He needs the Z just to clean it up, and another one, and almost out. And there we go. And he's going for the column 10, and now he's ready for the Tetris. And meanwhile, Rhubarb with one of those. And another one for Rhubarb. Meanwhile, Dewey covered 2 times the well, and now he's getting a Tetris on the second one. 237 versus 307. So Rhubarb is in the lead. And Rhubarb nice and clean. Dewey not quite, once again. But the nice square just to fill the hole. And there we go.
See, Rhubarb had a chance there with those bars. Could have played a little aggressive and started building out the left and said, or building out the right side. Said, no, I'm going to put those over on the left. And just knowing with the rolling that he can get that over. Dewey, nice survival here. Just needs a bar. Going through a little bit of a micro drought. And whoops for both. Yes,
he was going Dewey going so aggressive, and he was rooting for a long bar, but it doesn't come sometime. Now there is coming, and he's getting a Tetris, and 316 versus 404. So quite nice game for the Rhubarb. He's playing so efficient. Oh no, the S hang.
But look at this. Immediately says abandon ship. Let's build this down, and gets the bar over in safety. But this is going to be Dewey's opportunity just for this little bit of a slowdown to take an advantage. Rhubarb going to have to deal with that hole at some point. Going to get one whoop, but not set up for another one, and it's just going to
gets a Tetris anyways. So
takes that triple instead, and it's just fine. 442 through 107 lines. That's insane competition pace right now on the PAL version. Dewey does not look bad. 411 at 112, right? That's on pace for their 500k, and PAL is difficult. It's much more difficult than NTSC, especially in a competition setting. So we'll see.
Yes, you need to be focused way more just to get a 500 in the competition.
Absolutely.
Especially on the 18. You need to have a lot of experience, years of playing, or maybe also rolling skills
For sure. And Rhubarb's going to transition 525. Slowed down a little bit there to get the center well. And now it's on. The shift goes to
Dewey is
Dewey.
waiting for the last long bar.
Dewey can burn no more if you're going to get that Tetris before.
No, he cannot burn in single line. And
and the tap.
Oh no, he hangs it. And only 485.
The tap doesn't get over. And Rhubarb is good.
Yes, that was a very high. That was a very high. I don't think it will be possible for Dewey to tap it out. Tap it over.
Indeed.
So
really
it will be definitely. And Rhubarb gets a third heart, and he's now in a match game. In the match point.
Match point indeed. So one more. Rhubarb is ready, and Dewee's ready. Let's count him down. Why not? This will be game number 5. It's coming alive, baby! In 3, 2, 1,
Tetris!
Tetris! Whoop, 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 whoop. Alright, we gotta get the whoops in there, right? I want every single match here to get some whoops. My whoop quota has not been met. We need more whoops.
Definitely, we need more whoop.
And whoop! Tetris for Rhubarb to start off here. Dewey burning away. Can't get this down. One single of the skim. Opened up the well, and first whoop for Dewey. There it is. All right, there we go. We got the whoops going. I'm feeling it in my voice. I got a lot of whoops today. You know, we're gonna be streaming this bracket, and then we'll move on to another bracket like a couple hours from now, pretty much. Yeah, pretty exciting.
Maybe we'll go after this bracket will finish. We'll go directly for the stream the other bracket.
Yeah, we just might, depending on how long this goes and if players are around. I'd be down. Just keep it going. Keep it going. So Rhubarb in a little bit of a spot of bother here, trying to navigate the best way out. Ooh, that
But Dewey also missed the long bar, but he gets the second one, and he was able to survive.
Oh, and vandweller is here supporting Europe, Pumpy, and Classic Tetris Pal. Hello, friend. How are you?
Yeah,
130. Oh, go ahead.
No. I want to say hello for the Vandy.
130, 140 now for Dewey, 110 for Rhubarb. This is just all over the place. Trying to navigate. Whoa. And Dewee's left side in trouble. Oh no, and that J placement.
He comes out with only 142, but Rhubarb is on the Chasedown. So
indeed. So Rhubarb,
it's not over for him.
Not over. It needs to survive this, but has all the time in the world to complete this Chasedown. Does need a little bit of, you know, good pieces, good placements, all the things that you want to talk about. But
to be honest, Rhubarb doesn't need to go so aggressive. He needs to only play and only survive.
Indeed. So the survival here, just about singling, will get you all the way to transition. But this is just still an uncomfortable board state. Gonna get the bar finally for that dependency. And Rhubarb in a much cleaner state of mind.
But now he's clean.
And whoop!
And he gets a Tetris.
And that will do it. Needed 143. Got 156. Rhubarb will be moving on to the quarterfinals. GG's.
And 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Let's go.
Let's go. Both players trying to get same piece sets working. The equipment's not quite there yet. We're gonna have a non-same piece set match, and it'll just be fine. Players do not have no obligation to have same piece sets. So tell me, all right. So I know Somalian, one of those players who has mingled around with the PAL version and played Classic Tetris PAL. So has Mark, but Somalian a little bit more dedicated for a US player than maybe some of the others. Pretty much in a lot of tier 1s, right? Plays it quite a bit. And Mark a staple winning tier 1 before in the past. So we have a pretty good matchup here. This is round 1. Right? This could have been a, you know, a semifinal or final another month. And just the quality of play is so high. Gunter confirming, definitely the American with the most PAL matches under his belt. Whoops for both. 116 for Somalian or Lee. Lee, we gotta call him Lee. Requested to be Lee. And whoop for Mark to get a 139. Pretty even game here so far.
Yes, both players are playing well. They are trying just not to making the funky the funky setups. And there's some trouble going for the trouble.
Right.
Now 169 versus 208, so there was 191 to 208. Mark is in real lead right now. Okay, so go on.
Yeah, it's about a 1 Tetris lead from Mark, but Mark's now in a slowdown, and that is only good for a single. Mark, a well-known DAS player, really comfortable and familiar with these PAL timings. A whoop for Mark makes that dig look effortless. All the way up at the top there. Whoop for Somalian, going to take the lead, but it's about a Tetris lead and about 4 lines in advance, so you can say it's about the same pace between these two. Both in scoring position. Efficient dig from Mark. Did I say Marks? I don't know what I said. I might have said like cow or milk, or I don't know. I was thinking about coffee for a second. I don't know what I was saying. But anyways, Mark, whoop, to go to 270. 64 lines, and a whoop for Lee to go to 330.
Finally, Mark gets a T just to fill the place for the T. And now he's 317 versus 332. And now Lee needs to clear it out a little bit.
And does it with a dirty Tetris.
Cleared it out like a true man, like Ruchak said. Because digging like a real man, it goes digging with a Tetris. Only with a Tetris.
Only Tetris, right? It's a very aggressive way to dig out, but you know, that gives confidence. I'm pretty low on the stack, so. Oh, and now Lee in a little bit of trouble up at the top. No. Needs a bar right now or something to plug in. Not getting anything.
Oh, no.
Lee, that left side looking very problematic. Gets a bar over, but not able to get another
he cannot
one.
Get it, and he tops out at 388. So Mark gets a fast game.
Mark, first heart of the match. Oh, I'm going to skip this one just because I'm biased. There we go. Dig more passive. Yeah, there you go.
Dig with a passive aggressive.
All right, we got both players ready. I'll count them down. Game number 2.
Number 2. And we are going in 3, 2, 1.
Tetris. Whoop. Whoop.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Whoop, 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 whoop. I think I'm gonna get this one out there too. This one's too chill. I'm just making my own playlist here no, this is light heads up a little bit. Making my own playlist of flex style. Probably bad, but you know, just doing it. We have a new exploration. We had one Eurobeat earlier. It had singing and stuff. Everybody was digging that. It was like, this is the most PAL music I've ever heard. I was like, oh yeah, that's flex style, you know? Good stuff.
Yes, definitely.
Speaking of, I love that sort of Eurobeat mixture, right? It's like a sort of Eurobeat fusion. It's really nice. 49,000 for Lee, 28,000 for Mark.
Yes, and it's kind of funny, but I'm also hearing the Eurobeat in the background, so.
There you go. Yeah, it's just something about it, right? It's just like matches and mixes it really vibes well with Tetris.
Yes, I feel the vibes when I playing PAL 19 using with the aerobeat in my headphones. So
Mm-hmm.
that was kind of nice just to play.
All right. Well, that one was never really got a big oof, so we're removing that one. 147 for Lee, 144 for Mark. I would like to go through the playlist at some point and the different flex style. Maybe have some like pre-roll music that's different than match music, right? We have like a curated match playlist and then a curated pre-roll playlist when we're not talking, you know, and you just get different things, right? And then save some of them for the match. And a nice, there we go, nice dirty from Lee. Slightly dirty. 179 facing 194 for Mark. This is the pre-roll song, you say? Yeah. You like this one in pre-roll?
And Somalian with a Tetris, and he's ready for almost 2 of them. And now he's ready. And where's the longbow for him? He's now going for the skimming. What a drought! And there we go, Tetris. But he covered
the well right there. He covered it and opened it right away.
Ow! But this helps. And
Lee in trouble here.
He's going.
Has to get some of that right, and the left side's cut off.
Yeah, but the top out on 236. Mark definitely gets a second heart.
Alright, we got it ready. I remember why I stopped playing PAL, Lee says. And they're both ready. Let's count it down. Back to you, Dobry, for game number 3.
Number 3. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And here we go, game number 3. Mark is in. Also has a Lee. Ole.
Yeah, which one? Le.
I'm thinking about that one. I think Le will work because the pirates are mostly Spanish or something.
Well, yeah, and our Somalian pirate here, I don't know. You know, I don't know which one's used more in Somalian. Yeah, so this is the PAL version of the game. Timing quite different, not limited to only DAS. We did have some rollers earlier. And the timing, right? So instead of PAL being run at 60 hertz, PAL version formats at 50 hertz. So they adjusted the game to accommodate and even changed the DAS mechanics. Look at, I mean, this delayed bit from Somalian. This is just insane.
Yes, even if the PAL version is a little bit slower in a rate, the 50 hertz versus 60 hertz, but the levels are moved one ahead.
Yeah,
so
exactly. So 19 is the kill screen, right? So 18 is the second fastest speed, and then 19 is the fastest speed. Dropping 1 frame per. So they made accommodations to play for that, and it is possible to play DAS on the PAL kill screen. It's difficult, quite difficult, but it is possible. And Mark is good, going to go up 3 hearts to none.
We forgot about the Lay.
Lay got the vit, so we were just gonna let that stand for a moment. It gets faster. I think it actually is slightly faster on all of them. Gunter. I checked yesterday, and Chris Forrest said that it's a little faster, but could be wrong. They're both ready. Game number 4. Mark trying to sweep this off in a sweep. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Right.
I shouldn't say Adam was the first one who are playing 19. That was Yanni Harvali who are playing PAL 19, and he was saying he was proving that it's possible to play 19 PAL 19.
I remember that was it a final between Yanni and Svavar? So they were first seeing the glimmers of Das being able to compete with and create and score points that mattered on that supposed kill screen. And then you have Poet, Mark Migas, Adam, MTS, all these players who now have like dedicated almost the majority of their time to playing on PAL 19 with Das. It's just beautiful, incredible to see.
I'm not saying I couldn't say in Poet as they are playing PAL 19 using DAS mostly with a tap or roll.
Right, so they shifted a bit, right? But then they were doing it at first, right? Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's been a while. My Poet knowledge is a little bit slim because he switched to PAL pretty quick. 121 for Lee, 145 for Mark. Merca, also good. Merca's playing later today. Oh, and Lee in trouble up at the top. Okay, does survive. Beautiful pieces.
Yes, nice pieces and whoop. And he is ready for another whoop.
Yeah, so
but
basically,
where's the bar?
Still waiting for the bar. There it is. Whoop, for Lee. Basically, yeah, so Gunter confirming that it is slightly faster on all levels, right? So even the level 9 start is the slightly faster speed, and the level 12 where it changes again. Right, you know, all these levels where it increases on NTSC, they kept that intact, but just the timing, the number of frames is one level earlier.
Yes, the one frame is a little bit longer than in PAL than NTSC, but the amount of frames are lowered. So
right, and it really does. It's one of the interesting things that's been about PAL since the start. Is that you can start on the kill screen, right? You can hit A and start on the fastest speed. You don't need a Tetris gem hack to start on 29. You don't need Game Genie codes, you know. That was built into the original game. So. And speaking of Lee, putting a little bit of daylight in here. 335 through 75 lines. 260 for Mark. It's a little bit of a strong performance in this game so far from Lee.
Well, that's a nice game for the Lee. And, oh. Until I said it was a nice game. Commentator's curious is working. And the squares, but the long bar, it helps a little bit. But now the stack is just so trashy. Now he needs to clear it out, and that's the time for Mark just to catch him up a little.
Did you just call the stack trashy? I love that. I love that. You have a trashy stack.
Yes, we have a rack in our community, so.
That's so good. I'm gonna have to steal that. That's incredible. I didn't know we had trashy stacks. So that's good. No. I love that.
Yeah. Yes, the Raccoon Skulls are working on us. So.
Incredible. And speaking of incredible, Mark making up a lead. Not super incredible, I believe it. It's happening. 404 for Mark. 382 for Lee. Lee trying to clean out this as cleanly as possible. Just not getting the pieces to do so. Needs a
now
J.
He's waiting for a long bar. Gets a long bar, gets a dirty Tetris, I guess.
just a whoop. Yeah, slightly dirty, you know, and I think just the aggressiveness holding out for the J, and another one, whoop, for Lee. If you're gonna hold out for a piece, the J is a little bit more common than the L, and the RNG between the two versions are identical. You just have those timings to deal with, right? It's just when they roll is a little bit different, but like they roll the same probabilities. So no sort of major distinction between the RNG of either element, either version. Still just as brutal, right? It's not like you get more bars or something. Lee's gonna transition 483.
And the Tetris on the transition, after the transition, he gets a long bar right on time. But now that will be so difficult. The long bar on the 5 high top, I don't think it will be possible. 487 and 516 for Mark, so that means Mark gets a 4th heart and he will face Rhubarb in the next round.
GG. Let's give that heart to Mark, and we can see Mark play a little bit. Show us a little bit of that. Oh, never mind. Mark hurt Mark. I won. That's it. That's good. Not gonna mullen.
In 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
There it is.
I couldn't check it. I couldn't set the check in just to see on the stream. I need to confirm my my readiness only for the I see only for the voice.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. We're just here. We're chilling. You can just tell me it's good. Whoops for both to start off. Playing perfect through 4 lines. Oh my word. Right. I watch a lot of other sports as well, and it's always fun. You know, you start at 0. You know. And so it's going to be close at the beginning, and then you start seeing, all right, is it going to be able to take a significant lead, right? And how these players play it. Speaking of how they play it, Rhubarb now in a spot of bother up here at the top. Had a T-spin set up, not getting the T in time. Needs something over to the left side. Gets an L. Going flat burns here. Is surviving this. And we're seeing that.
But now he's giving a chance to Mark just to run away with the score. But now it's nice digging for the Rhubarb, and now it's almost clean with the one hole in the stack.
And whoop, slightly dirty. Took that triple, and just gonna see how long that Rhubarb decides to build one off here. Probably a good while. Doesn't want to lose efficiency to Mark early days. But we have seen Rhubarb come in and play on PAL 19. Never playing a PAL match before. And just these sort of incredible, crazy situations that, you know, a year ago was like, okay, maybe Fractal can survive that. Now there's so many rollers in the scene that, all right, well, just these things that would kill a DAS player in PAL even, it's like, nope, they're gone. $194 for Mark, $143 for Rhubarb. And so that rolling is a little bit of a cheat code, but you still have to execute. It's really tough to execute these rolls. And at the top of the board, in particular, your reaction time is so small. A dirty center well, whoop, for Rhubarb.
But those hangs will not help him just to evaluate the pace.
Definitely not, but I think we're finally gonna. This may be our first matchup where we're gonna have a player who can play significantly on the kill screen of PAL. So the goal here, even though that you're losing a pace, you're losing efficiency, is to survive. That's priority 1. Meanwhile, Mark's maybe a little different. Wants to maximize this efficiency, force the pressure to swing towards Rhubarb, and Mark doing just that here. 291. Facing Rhubarb 188, so down 100,000 points early days. About halfway to transition.
Yes, and there's the Tetris for Mark, and 340 and 196 for Rhubarb. Rhubarb is in the center well, almost ready for the center well. It's not ready yet, but he's
just gonna take that triple, and I think, again, right, so it not to say that Mark is like not good at the 19 play as well, but the sort of efficiency that you get with rolling to build like it's almost NTSC 19, right? You can't quite do that with DAS on PAL. It's not that simple. So definitely Mark playing well, good strategy here. Up 150,000, 388 facing 230. And a whoop for Rhubarb, and Mark set up for one here. A little bit of piece dependency. Creates an LJ dependency. And does get a bar to help out. Now needs another J. Oh, where's this J for Mark?
He gets only L.
Only L. There's finally a J. Only gets a single. But Mark's board actually pretty comfortable, all things considered. Fills in the LJ dependency. Has burn options. Decides not to take it with the S, but takes it with the L. And a whoop for Mark. 427. Nice survival there. Rhubarb is clean, and both players hurling towards that transition coming up right away. 454 Mark, 325 for Rhubarb.
Now Rhubarb is waiting for something good, and he gets it something good. And now he's one Tetris away from transitioning into 19. And gets along with Tetris, and there is a transition for Rhubarb, and ooh, it was not quite. It wasn't so comfortable for him, but oh no, the hang.
The hang now, a bunch of bar dependencies. Let's see if Rhubarb can survive this. Mark transitions 526, so that 150,000 point lead has held. It's going to come down to if Rhubarb can survive. Oh no, that bar did not get over. Neither does the next one. Oh, that left side.
And he cannot do it. And Rhubarb tops out. Point for the Mark.
Point for Mark. That efficiency really coming in clutch. That 520. See, you can see it now. Mark trying to survive as long as possible. Knows that it has a lead. Let me just continue to put the pressure on by surviving. And Mark's not a Mulliner. We'll probably top out here very shortly. And if not, you can see a little bit of the beauty of DAS on 19. So even that bar getting over, it's tough. It is very, very, very tough indeed. Oh, do we want to do predictions? It's kind of a little too late now. Maybe if Rhubarb evens up the set, we'll do a prediction. That dig from Mark. True, I agree. They're both ready. Let's count them down. Game number 2.
Number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Whoop, 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 whoop. PAL 19 with DAS is a beautiful thing. I 100% agree. It's probably like one of the natural wonders of the Tetris world, right? What are the 7 wonders? What are the 7 wonders of the Tetris world, I wonder? I think rolling itself is a very finesse game. I think you got to put rolling up on the top pedestal. What are the other? I wonder. Anyone in chat? What are the other wonders of the Tetris world that you just watch and it's just marvelous when it works?
I think the rolling with a good stacking is the most beautiful, most beautiful things in the Tetris world to watch. You know, Tetris rolling itself, I think not, but with a good stacking, it's definitely worth watching.
Oh,
Definitely.
I mean, good stacking, of course, it makes it better. But if you just watch somebody's controller, right? The fact that that's even happening is almost a thing of beauty. That's so bizarre that people are hitting the bottom of the controller. That's so stupid. Like, right? That wasn't happening in the 80s. That's just so dumb. If you think about it, but it's working so well, and so getting that to even work as a viability, I think is a little bit of an art form. But I agree with beautiful stacking, right? Even better.
And I think the adjustments can be one of the wonders. I think that if someone can see the possibility just to put the piece in the one place, it can affect on the stacking on the next pieces.
Right.
It will.
Yeah, I agree. And some cool adjustments, that are out there. We also have some suggestions. The Vits. The Vits is pretty cool, especially a non-delayed Vits. I think the Vits adjustments are really cool. I enjoy the Vits adjustments quite a bit. Double spin tucks, the double spucks. Yeah, I agree. Those are pretty good. Stack rabbit adjustments. Yeah, some stack rabbit AI is a thing of beauty too. Any spin tuck adjustment. Oh my god, how that's like next level. How do you even? Speaking of how do you even, pretty even game here. 246 for Mark, 248 for Rhubarb. I'm gonna get banned from this channel for that one. I'm sorry. Oh, the line spin. Of course, the line spin adjustment. I agree. We saw one of those yesterday. PAL line spin.
And whoop, Tetris for Mark, and he's almost ready for the one. And Rhubarb also gets a Tetris. Now Mark is almost ready, and the J dependency filled with the J and the long bar Tetris 340 and another one. Rhubarb also gets 347 versus 362. Pretty even game. But with the pace, the Mark wins right now.
Yeah, it's like a half Tetris pace difference. It's you know, that comes down to triples instead of doubles and singles. You know, at that point. So it's very efficient game from both.
Yes, we couldn't underestimate the 11-19 play, because it can change everything.
Absolutely.
You know the game when the Adam versus Eric, when the Adam gets level 46 in the Chasedown.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that was the power of 11-19.
Absolutely, and I think that's one of the big reasons, right? That there's been a lot of talks about line caps. And line capping the PAL version, I don't know. There's something there where DAS players can play on the kill screen, right? And it takes like a super advanced DAS player, nice spin from Rhubarb. It takes a very skilled thing to do. So, and DAS players can play. On the flip side, the rollers can play more efficient on the kill screen, right? Just by the very nature of it. So I don't know, if you don't like line caps right now, the PAL scene is open to you. There's no definitive answer one way or another how you should or shouldn't cap, right? It's not the same as NTSC. When you don't even cap for like the play styles even. You cap for a bunch of other reasons. But just saying that there's a little bit of history here where DAS players have been able to play on the kill screen. And speaking of, Mark's going to transition first, but this board is nasty. 340. Needs to get the bar over. Is unable to do so. Rhubarb's board deteriorating as well.
It was impossible on the... Yes, it was impossible in this height. Just to put the long bar on this... put the long bar to the left. To the right, sorry.
Indeed. So, I can't see.
So we have a tie.
We have a tie. I can't see this. Let me do it on another screen. Tie game. Marks the bar efficiency. 40 bars there. Insane. Sometimes not getting the bars, like you can work with that efficiency a little bit. You get too many bars and you don't know what to do with. Alright, we are going to start a prediction real quick here. And we'll let you get those in 5 minutes. Just because it's all evened up. Alright, there you go. Best of 7. We have a ready from Mark, a ready from Rhubarb. Dewey, this one's all you.
Yes, 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Alright, Dewey, I have a confession to make. How do you pronounce your last name? I've never been able to do it. I've never tried. Can you give it? It's Dewey and yeah. What's the rest of it? Is Dewey even close? I don't even know.
No, it's not even close.
Oh, really?
Maybe you can try my brother's last name, which is the same. Definitely the nick of the Schwidr is related to the last name, way more than my nickname. I just don't want to confuse the people with using with using the same nickname.
Right.
Everyone,
Yeah,
yes, everyone in the family was was calling by the last name, and
Gotcha. And so you went with the different. How do you pronounce it? Is it Dobry Chui?
Człowiek.
Człowiek. Okay.
Yes.
Człowiek.
Yes,
And,
yes.
and Dobry is correct. Like, does it roll a little bit? Is it Dobry or is it Dobry or is it Dobry fine? Is that close?
Yes, Dobry is fine.
Okay, Dobry's fine. And then Człowiek?
Yes.
All
yes,
right.
yes.
All right, that's not so bad. Okay, I've never known. I just never said it. I've always just said Dobry, and it's been fine. So.
Yes, definitely Dobry is fine. I just started to change a little bit the image a little bit. With not using Dobry but using a Dobry.
Dobry.
Yes.
Speaking of these players playing at insane heights and insane efficiencies, 183 from Mark, 215 for Rhubarb, and Rhubarb there's the first missed drop of the game from what I've seen. Gonna have to work around this, slow down just a bit, but gives the Mark a chance to get back in, and the square tuck into a whoop to go to 206. One Tetris efficiency lead here for Rhubarb.
That was a nice Z spin, I guess, for the Mark. And now to 10 and the Tetris to 32. But the 6 lines ahead of the Rhubarb's line mark. And Rhubarb has a chance, has a time just to evaluate the scores.
Yeah, definitely.
But the game isn't over, so
definitely not. Right,
halfway
to transition here for both players. 292 and 280. That's really, that's pretty good, right? Sheesh, right? Like that's 600 Ks at the moment on the table. Oh, but Rhubarb, oh no! As soon as I say that, just unfortunate misdrop.
Yeah, that's not the dirtiest thing I seen in this match.
No, I'm gonna get a bar for the Tetris and then a bar for the dependency, and gonna start burning this down. I think, yeah, just as you know what, bail on this. Live to fight another day. Mark has an uncomfortable hold. Trying to hold out for this Tetris. Can't do so. So now I'm going to have to deal with the stack. Oh, nicely done. Nice solve there from Mark. Getting good pieces and even better placements at a whoop to cap it off. 383. Rhubarb now set up for a left side. Well, trying to avoid putting weight in column 10. But just has to anyways, because there's no bars coming. And there it is. Left well. Whoop. 379. Didn't want to fall further behind in efficiency. And a couple burns transfers it back over to the right side.
And now he's transferring the well to the column 10. And let's go Tetris for Rhubarb. And Mark with 454, so he's in the lead. And let's go Tetris for Mark, and almost the same lines, and 50,000 points lead for Mark. Let's see if it is enough for the 11-19 competition.
For sure. We've seen a little bit of slowdown in pace for both these players, but a 50k lead. Not that big of a gap going into this 19 player, but both players will want to transition cleanly. Rhubarb doesn't, but does get the bar immediately. 480. Whoop! For a treacherous transition from Mark to go to 535. Setting up for that center well, just have to burn out of it immediately. So here we go. 19 pal play. Just what you want to see. Oh, that left side for Rhubarb. The bar doesn't get over. Needs to get another one. Does get it over in time. Survives momentarily. Down again by 50,000 points. To Mark. Mark at 550. Rounding the corner. See how far Mark can go and take this. Rhubarb now. We saw Rhubarb setting up earlier. Is Rhubarb going to set up for kill screen touches or just try to survive here? You can weigh those merits. Mark setting up, needs a bar, gets a triple. Had a hole there. Gonna have to burn down again. 563 for Mark. 512 for Rhubarb. They're on level 21. Keeps moving on. Oh, and Mark's left side cut off. I'm not able to do any further. So we're in a chase down situation for Rhubarb. Rhubarb's left now in a little bit of a spicy situation. Needs some good pieces, even better placements. Nice double there. Needs to chase down 565. 565
yes,
is
nice
the
value
target.
for the Rhubarb.
First needed to survive, now needs 565. Oh, that L placement. This is looking scary for Rhubarb. Rhubarb choosing not to go for Tetrises. And the square and the hang. Rhubarb in trouble, not going to be able to do it. Is done at 529. Mark good at 563. Both players surviving on the kill screen. Mark's that 50k lead really held as they both kept going. Crazy consistency from Mark. And we're gonna go up 2 games to 1.
It's 2-1 for Mark, and game number 4.
It's at your door. They're both ready. Let's count them down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
And here we go, game number 4. Will Mark go to the match point, or Rhubarb will tie once again? We'll see in a couple of minutes.
And that's the thing, right? We've been these rollers come into PAL and just make it so difficult for everybody else. I mean, I don't know, right? You know, Rhubarb already in a situation here. Already not a great start for Rhubarb. Needs a 2 flat piece and not getting one.
Oh no! What the stack? And only 2,000 points. And
well, there's the answer to your question. You said, "Will Mark get the advantage?" And Rhubarb with the gift exchange. Asking for 1 minute to demald. That's fine. Take a minute. Rhubarb gonna swap outside. Not ready. Mark is good, and we'll go up 3 games to 1 over Rhubarb.
So you have a 3 match points. So use it properly.
Rhubarb, the pressure going on to Rhubarb here. Higher seed. Yeah, let me fix the stencil just a wee bit. Oh, not there. There we go. Probably wasn't on your end, it's probably on my end. There we go. You have the pressure going to that roller a little bit. Alright, they're ready. I'm ready. Let's count this one down.
I'm ready as well.
You got this one.
We're going. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And here we go. The first match point for Mark.
And I mean, that is part of the thing, right? So much of this this format, the PAL version, that 18 is so fast, and then you don't play too much on traditionally on 19. So this is a rather quick pace. Why we can do the best of 7s, which is a little bit more forgiving, right? You know, than a best of 5. You get an early top out. You have 1 more game. You know, continue to make that up. But the pressure does move back to Rhubarb. Cannot drop anymore. Has to come all the way back. Interesting decision by Mark to put those bars up. Maybe looking for some flat burns. Gonna get the whoop to go to 50,000.
Yes, and Mark solving the problems quite nicely, and I hang for the Rhubarb.
Yeah, that was I'm a little bit maybe just dropped inputs or something. Gonna reload the roll and go to 78k, and a whoop for both. 101 facing 78. So and it's 1 Tetris difference, and Rhubarb 4 lines ahead. So there you go, same efficiency. Oh, now that's a missed drop. Mark going for the flat L burn. It hangs. Gonna go for it again and gets it over. 105 from Mark. 125 for Rhubarb.
Let's go. And the Mark reopens and gets a longer, gets a Tetris. 151 for Rhubarb, 131 for Mark. Mark is ready, gets a longer, gets a Tetris. And Rhubarb is waiting for his long, but I assume he gets some burning because I noticed the stack was in the almost the same height as I looked a while ago.
Right, and 179 there, even in lines. Rhubarb just not getting the bar at the right time. This sort of game mocking Rhubarb a little bit here, holding out for this bar, like incredible survival, and whoop for Rhubarb. That's a moment of skill, just being able to maintain yourself. So we do have some new folks in. If you're here for the first time, check out in chat. We do have a matcherino for this event. Winner of this game will enter the prize pool. So we have free coupon codes, still 24 of those available. You just click a link, click that link, and then click one button, and you contribute to the prize pool for absolutely free. Give a look at that matcherino, and your name pops up. It's all a lot of great things. So if you enjoy one of these players or both these players, go ahead and contribute with those free coupon codes. 295, whoop, into 317 from Mark. Rhubarb holding out for a whoop at 285 to even it up. Oh, and this stack for Rhubarb does have burn options. Love an S, and it's not coming.
He wants to keep the well opened, but he cannot, and he was forced to the burning.
Oh, and a missed job of the S. Can't survive this. We've seen crazier digs, but that's just one of those things that you just have to forget about. Reset, move on. Has to now in a dig situation. Need something all the way over to the left. Gets the J over. Still digging down. S pieces after S pieces. Now need something for that left side. A J or a bar. Goes flat with the L. You love to see it. Builds up that right side. Still in survival mode. Definitely doable. Losing pace here. Who cares? Pace schmaze. Survival first. Can't drop this one if Rhubarb wants to continue in this tournament. And still just...
He needs to survive. Definitely.
Still digging. No LJs in sight. Oh my word. Still trying to get this down. That left side, and meanwhile Mark just showing up a masterclass of dash.
Oh no, the square hang!
Oh, the square hang. Oh, the L! Just like no inputs! No! The Phantom burn! Thought it was gonna burn Rhubarb, and then the next piece wasn't roll ready. And
he wasn't able to get into... to put the pieces in the good places, and he taps out. Now, Mark with a 529.
Mark, keep playing. You have won and will be our second semi-finalist. Congratulations. Let's see some of that dash play.
Yes, let's see if it's possible to get 600,000 points. Definitely it is, but we want to see it on the match.
Ow. The left side cuts off. And there it is, Mark Migas, our first semi-finalist outside of the top top 4 here. 5 seed, moving on. That's one roller out. We saw another roller go out. Let's take a look at the bracket. Do I have it all configured? I think I do. Maybe. I thought I did at one point. But thank you so much for playing, Rhubarb. Just tough to see there. Oh, the 1-2 would top out back, but every other game was going to be tough to win. You definitely had a tough opponent here in Mark. Mark, congratulations. Moving on in the prize pool, getting at least 10% of whatever that prize ends up being.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.